Hey, what's up, URC crew? I thought I'd just do a quick video. Just started unpacking all these gems rather than sending, 30 photographs. But I'd just run through a few of the classics, yeah, if you don't mind. So, yeah, check it out, right? So, first one. I'm not going to run through every tape because there's a lot. I'm not going to run through any of these in the background here, even though there's a few burners there. Just going to run through a side stack that I've got over here, which thought you might want to check out. So first one, Pete Rock CL Smooth, main ingredient. I think it's the second album by Pete Rock and CL. This one's from 94. I think Mecca was 92. Mint condition. Doesn't have, I suppose, a lead single like Troy on Mecca, but I think it's a bit more polished. Obviously all-time classic, 94, right in the midst of the golden era. Here's Mecca. Just got that out at the same time to touch on both of those. So a couple of classics. They're the two by Pete Rock and CL. Nothing further to this point, to my memory, or to my knowledge, sorry. So, classics. And then off the back of those two, straight into this bad boy here, Soul Survivor, absolute burner. Crazy features. Deck, Corrupt, Method Man, OC, Prodigy, Ghostface, Cool G Rap, MCI, CL Smooth, Noriega Common, my man Big Pun. Absolute burner, this tape. So very, very stoked to have that into the collection, mint condition. So that kind of does the trio. Pete Rock, genius, as we know. So next one, Bush Babies. So follow-up album to Ambushed. I think Ambushed was 92. Looking at this. What's this? Can't see the year on here, but I think it might be 94. But once again, man, it's classic Bush Babies, underground. Dope hip hop. So good track. This one here, boys, I think you're gonna like a lot. This is a bit of a sleeper. So Organics, first album by The Roots. I know you guys are massive Roots fans. Reading up on this in the last few weeks. Originally was released independently during a concert in Europe, I believe. They funded it and released it, and then after it got some underground recognition, they got a record deal, and then the future was very good. And this is dope. This is hard to get. I don't think it's on streaming. It's not on Spotify. So man, I'd be down to definitely stream this one, or to rock this one night. All of us get together and just play this and just soak it in and enjoy it. So that's definitely a gem, mint condition for the collection. So good one. Next, this one here. So West Coast classic, Dove Shack, Def Jam, G-Funk music, produced by Warren G. Warren G and West Coast is where obviously I started with hip hop back in around 94. This is The Shack by the Dove Shack. I think it had a lead single, Summertime in the LBC. So dope little album. Definitely one that I'm stoked to have in the collection. Been chasing this for quite a while, so got all the Warren G albums, and this is just some icing. Looking forward to chucking that one on tonight. Next, this one here, Big Noid, Episodes of a Hustler. Classic. It's underground. Obviously Noid, kind of regarded as a third member of Mobb Deep. Not an overly extensive album. The Mobb Deep boys feature on it a couple of times, but it's underground sleeper, definitely. That's another one I've been looking for a long time. So yeah, stoked to get hold of that. Yeah, it's got some cool tracks. I think there's about 12 tracks on this one. Yeah, good condition. Yeah, this gets snapped up quick. I've missed the auctions on this 2 or 3 times before, so yeah, obviously stoked to have that. Mob Deep Legendary. I think there's a tape coming up by them anyway. Next, DJ Honda 2 H2. Mevs across these. Stacked with features. Yeah, this is the second tape. De La Soul, Keith Murray, Mr. Sinister, Al Tariq. Who else is on here? Fat Lip, Mos Def, Traveling Man. That's track 19. That's a classic track. No ID, and Doug Infinite on When You're Hot, You're Hot. And that's 17. Yeah, Rock Raider intro. So yeah, that's classic. I think Honda did 4 tapes in total, so I got 2 before. Yeah, dope release. Yeah, definitely one. Stoked to have in the collection. Next, I got a triple play here by King T. So I think Jamie, you mentioned you've been hitting King T a lot lately, bruh. Trifling Life or Trifling album. So it's a fun album. It's got features by Cube, early Cube, the Alcoholics. Couple of really bouncy tracks on that one. Yeah, dope album. I think I've got 4 or 5 King T albums now, and he's released a new one, Thy Kingdom Come, which I think it was last year. So yeah, dope album. Good West Coast listen. Next, For Life. So I think this came after the Trifling album. Alcoholics are featured on here again. Exhibit is a bit more polished, this one, from what I remember. Yeah, King T, definitely underrated. West Coast legend, Compton. Yeah, so those 2, stoked to have them in the collection. And then this one here is interesting, King T, Rough Rhyme. So this one, I think, from what I know, it was released in 98, and it's like a collection of his greatest hits. Yeah, so 98, I mean, it's still, a long time ago, but yeah, once again, definitely good to have in the collection. I think, yeah, it'll make 4 or 5 King T albums that I've got, so yeah, dope. The next one, another West Coast classic, Defari. So Defari, he was the last member of the Alcoholics. Came in a little bit later. He is highly rated in the underground. He's done tracks on, just from my knowledge, he was on Exhibit's 40 Days, 40 Nights, which is a West Coast burner. He also did Restless, I think, with Exhibit. He's been on tracks with Mad Lib. I think he was on Dre 2001. Yeah, this is his one and only album. So Focus Daily. Yeah, been after this for a long time. This is a classic. Yeah, classic West Coast album. Bit of a sleeper. Not that many people really know of him. But yeah, highly recommended. Check that one out for sure. So there, that's dope. Yeah, Defari, stoked to have that one in the collection. Another rare burner next. So Accept Your Own and Be Yourself, the Black Album by No ID. So yeah, No ID's one and only album. Obviously, Chicago super producer, Kanye West, looked up to him highly. Produced by No ID. It's got a few features. I think Common features on here twice, possibly. Well, Doug Infinite's on it. Yeah, obviously Common coming from Chicago as well. Yeah, but yeah, dope album. I'll have to dig into that one a bit deeper. Not overly across it, but yeah, obviously a bit of a gem. Stoked to have that one in the collection. Next, not sure if everyone will be familiar, but this is 9. So 9 debut album, 9 Lives. This is an underground classic. Did quite well in the charts, and spurred his second album, or getting a kick for the second album. So the second album is this one, 9 Cloud 9. So I had to get both of them just to have them in the collection. I I think the features on this was his label mate Smooth the Hustler, which again was another underground MC that never really hit mainstream. But yeah, those two albums back to back, pretty dope. Definitely 9 Lives is one to check out. So yeah, dope album. Next, Cormega. So yeah, where do I start with Cormega? We've all heard him mentioning numerous Nas rhymes, a bit of a love-hate relationship with between the two of them. This particular tape here, Hustler Rapper, I believe it came out after The Realness, which was his debut album. This was put out by the label and is a collection of snippets, short tracks. I think looking at this as 20, it's a little bit blurry, can't see, but 27 tracks on here. So there's a few snippets. Was it say unreleased classics, collabs, and freestyles? So yeah, dope to have that in the selection. There's another couple of Cormega tapes in this selection here. Fun fact: Cormega was actually going to be originally part of the firm with Nas, AZ, and Foxy Brown, but was kind of kicked last minute because of creative differences between him and Nas. So yeah, but yeah, stoked to have that one. Very kind of rare. You won't see that one around much. Be surprised if anyone else in WA has that one. So yeah, mint condition, pretty dope. This one here, I don't know if anyone in the group has heard it. We've got a lot of knowledge, but K West the Mad Lad. This is my first album. This comes up in the tape groups frequently and just gets snapped up. So I'm not overly familiar with it myself. I'm trying to see. Just put the phone down for a second here. See what year this is. And check that out. So, yeah, at least on the American label, 94 says on here. So, yeah, definitely keen to get into this one. Everyone snaps this up. Don't really know a hell of a lot about K West, to be honest, but yeah, I don't think he had many follow-up albums, but yeah, that's definitely an underground classic. So stoked to have that. I'm about halfway through, boys, so apologies for the lengthy video. Next, you'll recognize this cover, I'm sure. I've been chasing this for a long time. Paul's Boutique. So yeah, mint condition. Yeah, obviously Beasties, very collectible. Been trying to get this for ages. What's the label? 1989 this was released. So man, that's vintage, that's even well before the golden era, and this is in absolute mint condition. So yeah, definitely keen to throw this one on tonight. Yeah, check it out. But yeah, it's a gem. Got to have it in the collection. Paul's Boutique, Beastie Boys. So stoked to get that. The next one, my man Jamie, you put me onto this, bruh. This is absolute burner. Heather B. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I could name another female MC or female album that would be up there with this. I mean, Rage was dope when she was on Death Row. They delayed her album, never came out in time, and it was pretty average at best, personally. Lil Kim, who else we got? I've got a couple of others in my collection, but yeah, off the top of my head, MC Light maybe. I got a few Light albums, nothing overly, classic. Eve maybe, she had a couple, but it's pretty commercial. But yeah, this Heather B album, it just slams, like it's hard as. Yeah, OG, stoked to have this. 96, not sure what happened to Heather B after this one, but yeah, it's an absolute belter. So yeah, thanks Jamie, props for the recommendation, bro. Really, really, really stoked to have this. I reckon this might even be one we could throw on at URC get together. Honestly, it's just bangs from start to finish. So yeah, stoked to have that. Next one. This is an interesting one, boys. So the brand new Heavies, Heavy Rhyme Experience Volume 1. So I wasn't overly familiar with this. Driving down south, I actually whacked it on in the car because I just thought, it might be suitable for the kids and the better half. Yeah, it's a dope album. Very funky, very jazzy. 92. It was released. And what I can gather, it's the bona fide, or the brand new heavies is just it's like a live jazz funk band, and this was the first edition. There's several editions, but this got check out these features. So Main Source, Gangstar, Grand Poobah is a favorite of mine. Master Ace, Cool G Rap, Black Sheep, Ed OG, and then finishes with the Fast Side on Soulflower on side B. So yeah, wild. I know Mev, you'd be down with this. I think Soul, everybody basically, guys, give this a listen. This is a dope little compilation. I was pretty surprised. Dope track. Next, Infamous, Mobb Deep. Mentioned them before with Big Noid. Hell on Earth. So the follow-up album to, the Infamous, the all-time banger, the classic. Honestly, I think this would still, if we hadn't had the Infamous, I think this would be still up there as a classic of all time. Dope album. It goes hard. Same flavor as that Queensbridge, New York rawness. Cover art and that's not that impressive. Not great, but dope album. Stoked to have that. Still got to get Murder Music, and then their first one as well. Juvenile Hell, I think it's called. So yeah, stoked to add that. Mint condition. Dope tape. Just gonna plug in because this video is a little bit longer than I planned. Hopefully I haven't put you guys to sleep. Just thought it was worth doing the video. All right, I'm plugged in. Next one, absolute classic, boys. Big L, Big Picture. Yeah. So this, I suppose it's like a greatest hits, you'd say, but a lot of unreleased stuff. Dope tracks. Ebonics, Size 'Em Up, Deadly Combination, 98 Freestyle. The Heist. Yeah, Fall Back. It's got one of the best Fat Joe tracks on The Enemy that you ever hear, or the best verses on The Enemy by Fat Joe. Everyone thinks he's a bit commercial, but you listen to him on this, obviously part of Fat Joe was the leader of Digging in the Crates, so that in itself should talk to his reputation. Him and Pun took shit by storm. They lived what they rapped about. And Big L, tragic story. From what I know, went to revenge his brother who was killed, and then he got killed, possibly by the same people, and never went any further. But yeah, this is dope. In tape circles, this is a heavy hitter. This costs a lot of dough, but yeah, it's obviously good. Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous is still on my list. It's one of those tapes, almost up there, like with the Purple Tape, or all those classics. 36 Chambers, all those type of burners. But yeah, this here, stoked to have that one. So another big addition to the collection. Next, a bit of a double here. So Rakim, the 18th Letter, and the Master. I'm a big fan of these. Not sure how they were received at the time, but yeah, the Master is dope. Like, if you haven't listened to that recently, man, check that out. It's a dope album. From the second track onwards, it just goes hard. There's 17 tracks on there. So yeah, I really like the production. Obviously, Rakim just had the newest album drop. I thought that was pretty tight as well, but yeah, these two are much better. Once again, weird cover art. Not sure about that. But yeah, stoked to have them in the collection. Did the double, got both of them in one go. They were on the want list for quite a while. So yeah, double by Rakim. This one here, speaking of burners and the Big L, Redman, Dark Side, this is an absolute belter. So this was on the list for a long time. Just put the phone down for a second. Yeah, check this out, boys. This here, fat plastic red tape. Look at that. Everyone talks about the purple tape. This here, mint condition. Look at it. It's prime. Just fat, thick, red plastic, just black text on there. Yeah, beautiful. So I know I sound like a broken record I know I've said it like 15 times when we've all been together, but I don't think he performs any tracks on here anymore. I don't know. It's obviously a bit of a dark time in his career, but yeah, we all know. Heads know Redman, absolute legend. In the scene, everybody knows that he's the man. So yeah, stoked to have that one. Next up, Beastie Boys, Ill Communication. This was just re-released recently. This is an OG. Yeah, dope album. Obviously got Paul's Boutique in here as well, but Ill Communication is just rated as, yeah, one of the illest. Bit hard to read on the end. Once again, I just want to show you guys this. Pardon. Fuck, it's over 20 minutes now. It's a bit of a long one. Here we go. Check it out. The green tape, Ill Communication, absolute mint. 94. So yeah, looks like it's a re-release or reissue, but it's a new one, so an absolute burner. Yeah, so stoked to have that. I'm starting to sweat on the cash that's been spent on these, but yeah, obviously all very valid additions. This one here, next, Outcast, ATO Aliens. Yeah, classic. The Outcast tapes like this, very expensive, very hard to get, very collectible in the tape scene. Not sure if it's the same in vinyl, but yeah, this is still a couple that I need by Outkast. But yeah, this is yeah, I'm stoked to have this. Jazzy Bell, other classic tracks on this one. So yeah, Outkast, I don't know, their music is just, something special. Just what they were producing, the magic that came out between Big Boy and Andre 3000, just the way that they combined together. So yeah, obviously no new albums from them recently, but yeah, stoked to have this one. Next, shout out to Clay, Funk Dubious, Brothers Doobie, had to get this one. This is an absolute belter. Yeah, I remember I said it in the group chat, so I know I ramble on the group chat a bit, but this one, I think I first heard Super Hose on, it was either the Friday soundtrack or someone made me a mixtape back in like the late 90s, mid to late 90s, and Super Hose was on it. I actually thought it was Cypress Hill when I first heard it, but yeah, Funk Dubious. Not sure what happened to them after this, or I don't know a lot about the history, but yeah, this is an absolute dope album. Check it out. Yeah, stoked to have this one. So yeah, props Clay. This goes hard, man. Artwork's a bit funky, but it's a dope album. So next, I'm getting towards the end, boys. Not too much longer. Cool G Rap 456, underground classic. Everyone talks about this. Yeah, great album. Cool G Rap, still rapping now, still goes hard. I put Cool G Rap and I think Big Daddy Kane in a similar group. Both dope MCs, have got a big presence on the mic. They rap hard, they're from the streets. Yeah, so like to be in control, and yeah, this is regarded as a classic 456. So yeah, stoked to have that one. Next, Hard to Obtain. I've touched on this one a couple of times. This is like a big underground record. Did really well in the underground. Didn't have a hell of lot of commercial success. I think it's 94. This was released. Let me have a look here if I can see. Yeah, it doesn't have it on here, but I think it's 94. The sellers that I liaise with in New York City, they're big on this. They're big fans of Hard to Obtain, Ism and Blues. Definitely wouldn't be one that a lot of heads are familiar with, but yeah, they never got another record deal. Just this one came out and then just kind of disappeared from the scene. But yeah, it's got the hype sticker on it. Li Groove, Ghetto Diamond, Local Hero. They're the three songs being promoted. So yeah, that's Hard to Obtain. Ism and Blues, definitely worth a listen. Next, for the woo heads, Jizza, Genius, Beneath the Surface. Anything Jizza you need to have. Stoked to get this one. I think this was 99. Yeah, 99 this came out. So yeah, towards the end of tapes in the US started to kind of fizzle out around 2001. So this is quite a late release for an OG. Mint condition. Yeah, as I said, anything Jizza, you got to have it. Yeah, dope album. Yeah, stoked to get hold of that. So yeah, Jizza, just chuck it there. All right, next one, Mad Flavor. So I touched on this one a couple of, probably not a couple of weeks, but a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. Cop this was one of the last ones in this batch. Yeah, I read up about these guys. I think they're from Texas. They're part of the weed rap, I suppose, offshoot of the hip hop genre. The album got recorded, and then the promotion was delayed, and they kind of missed the window. So I suppose you know we've got Funk Dubious, which I mentioned. Obviously Cypress Hill, probably the main group known for the weed rap, but Mad Flavor does something similar. Yeah, it's a pretty dope album. Stoked to have this. Apparently they would support a lot of the big rap acts when they came to Texas, and got quite well known in the underground circuits. So yeah, Mad Flavor from the ground under. So yeah, dope little album. Stoked to have that in the collection. Next, The Firm. So look, you love it or you hate it. This is the cigarette box style. I think my copy of the East Siders is also cigarette box. But yeah, obviously AZ, Nas Escobar, Foxy Brown, and then Nature was put in when Cormega was dropped. So I don't actually mind this album. The box is a little bit rough. The tape is good. It's got a few dope tracks. I like it. I got to say, it's not. I mean, you know, it's Nas, it's Foxy, it's AZ in their prime. You know, what more can you ask for? So I think Dr. Dre produced this, funny enough. Yeah, what does it say? Produced by Dr. Dre and Track Masters, Nas Escobar, Steve the Commissioner Stout. So Steve Stout's been doing his thing for a long time. But yeah, came out as a bit of a super group, never really took off. No follow-up albums, but yeah, I like it. I'm stoked to have it. Yeah, cigarette box style. So yeah, it's a dope album. Next one, Nori by Noriega. I think this one surprised everybody, to be honest. Yeah, it hit hard. The first track goes hard from the start. It's got Pun on it. Yeah, Cameron. What else we got here? Nas, Busta Rhymes, Spliff Star. Yeah, he brought out everything. Nature, Kid Capri, G-Rap. Yeah, so this, yeah, it's a burner. 98 by Nori. So obviously they had Capone and Noriega. The War Report was big. And then this hit hard. Super Thug was a dope track. I remember listening to that. I sound old here, but heading out clubbing in like 2001. I think we had Super Thug on cassette back in the old. What was it? It was a Nissan, not a Skyline R31, but it was something similar to that. So yeah, we used to play Super Thug. So yeah, I like this album. It's a dope album. I brought the OG from Clay. So yeah, Super Thug, Noriega, dope album. Only got a few left here, boys. I'm getting to the tail end of them now. Yagu Front. So I know Soul's a big fan of this one. Dope album. I've only listened to it a couple of times myself. 94, so right in the midst of the golden era, which is cool. Yeah, mint condition. Shout out to you, Soul. I know you propped this album hard. Yeah, just thought I had to get hold of it, man. Definitely one for the underground. Yeah, it's a dope album. Next, Camp Low. I know Clay's got a poster of this up. Yeah, it's obviously a burner. Uptown Saturday Night. It's just a must-have. Stoked to get hold of this. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's funky. Yeah, dope production. So, what year was this? 97. Yeah, got features by De La Soul, Jungle Brown. Yeah, so yeah, dope album. Yeah, Uptown Saturday Night, Camp Low, must have for all the heads out there. All right, 4 to go, boys. I'm almost at the end. It's been a long video. El Tariq, God Connections. So yeah, I propped this one up pretty hard. I know Giles listened to it, thought it was dope. Al Tariq, part of the Beat Nuts, is probably their number one rhymer. So yeah, this is a dope album. I really enjoyed it. Probably not that well known. This got recommended to me from the guys I buy from in New York. But yeah, God Connection, definitely check this out. Beat Nuts, a classic production, classic album. So yeah, Al Tariq. Next, Master Race Incorporated. So this is the debut album by Master Race Incorporated. Slaughterhouse. Just going to put the phone down and again for a second. Just got to show you guys this one. So this is dope. We've seen the green Beastie Boys tape and the red Dark Side tape. This is the gold Master Race Slaughterhouse tape. So yeah, 93. Delicious was the label. Yeah, dope tape. So yeah, Master Race Incorporated. Once again, classic album. Must have. Yeah. So I'll put it there with the Rainbow Selection. Two to go, boys. Almost finished. Boogie Monsters, God Sound. So everyone knows Boogie Monsters. Debut album was hot. Underground classic. God Sound is the follow-up. This one's from 97. Yeah, mint condition. Probably not as well received as the first album, but yeah, pretty dope album. Good to have. I'm gonna throw that one on this evening as well. But yeah, Boogie Monsters, God Sound. So cool album. And last not least, this is an absolute gem. Very, 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 very hard to get. As the OG, you'll see a lot of Indonesian versions out there. Nas, Stillmatic. Yeah, what can I say? I'm a massive fan of this album. It's got that 90s gangster feel about it. Yeah, Nas was kind of really firing on all cylinders. As we know, he had that dip for a while, released a few albums that didn't really take off, and then recently, he teamed up with Hit Boy and they smashed out a whole heap of albums quickly. And yeah, Nas is well and truly back. But yeah, this Stillmatic album, I'm just going to get it out. This is very, very hard to get. I've wanted this for a long time. Mint condition. So yeah, 2001. I think that's why it's hard to get hold of, because it's right at the end of tapes. So yeah, you hardly ever see this for sale. So yeah, stoked to get hold of that. Won't be playing that much, but yeah, it's just it's a must have for the collection. So yeah, dope. But yeah, boys, I just wanted to share a few of these. If you made it to the end, props to you. Yeah, looking forward to the next catch up. Yeah, and hope you enjoyed the video. All right, speak soon. Cheers, peace.